Hi everyone, so welcome to LOA with Wendy, where I am helping you to use the law of attraction in your own life to deliberately attract the things that you want. Okay, so today I have got 3 things that I want to share with you, and it's really going back to basics with the law of attraction, because I find that so many people overcomplicate the law of attraction and they're making it hard work, so it's not working for them. Okay, so these are the 3 things that I really want you to focus on. I want you to focus on clarity, raising your vibrations, and allowing. Okay, those are the 3 major steps for you to focus on. So I'm going to talk about each one in turn. So let's think about clarity. Some people can say, I want to attract a brand new 4-bedroom house with however many acres of land and something like that, and they can describe it exactly the way that they want it. Some people can't be that specific, and that's okay. And a lot of people that I speak to that message me about the law of attraction, they think that's a big problem, and it's really not. So let's take that example of that you want to move from where you live now and you want to buy a new house or rent a new house or whatever it is that you want to do. So I want you to just think about that, and I want you to imagine that you've already got it and what that feeling would be like. How would you feel if you had the thing that you wanted? So let's say that you want to attract more money. So imagine having just no money worries at all, having all the money that you need for anything that you want. How would that feel to you? You know, what would the feeling be if you already had that? If you want to attract more friends or more time with your family and anything like that, how will you feel when you have it? So focus on the feeling that you will have when you've already got that, and try and bring that into your life now. Try and be with that feeling as much of the time as you possibly can, because then you become a match for having that thing. Okay, so a lot of people, when they want something, they focus on the fact that they haven't got it. Okay, so then they become a match for not having that thing. So you want to become a match for actually already having the thing that you want. So focus on the feeling that you will have, the feeling that you're going to have once you've got this thing, and try and get that feeling now. It sounds weird. I know that it sounds weird, okay, and I know that you're probably thinking, well, how can you do that? But try it, give it a go, try it, and the more that you try it, the more that becomes a natural thing for you to do, the easier it will become, and the more of a match for what you want you'll be. So the second thing that I talked about was the law of raising your vibrations. So what I mean by raising your vibrations is feeling really positive. Okay, so let's say we've got all these different emotions, and you know, things like fear and hate and anger, they would be the real negative emotions. Then you've got things like happiness, joy, love. You know, they're the really positive emotions. You know, just feeling confident, feeling gratitude, all of those things, they're all positive emotions. So you want to feel positive as much of the time as you possibly can. Okay, I'm going to talk more about the positive emotions in a different video that I'm going to do at a later stage. So, but don't get too hung up about it. Basically, if you feel positive, then you're in the right place. Okay, so spend as much time feeling positive as you can. So some of the things that you can do to help you feel positive, definitely positive affirmations. I'll leave a link below for some information on affirmations. Basically, they're positive statements that you're saying to yourself. Any sort of like positive self-talk, because you know what? As a human race, we say some really horrible things to ourselves, things that we would probably never dream of saying out loud to anybody else. So really monitor what you're saying, what that self-chatter is that you're saying to yourself. And if you spot yourself saying something negative, just spot it and swap it for something more positive. Swap it for, you know, a positive affirmation, swap it for something that is like almost an opposite of what you've just said to yourself. So, you know, if you say something to yourself like, oh gosh, you're so stupid, why have you done that? Spot it, you said it, you can't take it back, you said it, don't beat yourself up about it. But now swap it for something positive and like, actually, do you know what? I'm actually really smart and I've achieved so much in my life already. That's the sort of thing that you want to be saying to yourself. Gratitude, focus on gratitude. What are you grateful for in your life already? Okay, the more you can focus on things like that, because I'm sure that you've got so many different things that are going right in your life already. Your life might not be perfect, and that's okay. You've got lots of things already that are okay for you, that are good for you, that you love even, that you love things about your life already. Even if you've got things that you hate in your life, you've probably also got things that you really love about your life and about yourself. So be grateful for those things. When you focus on gratitude, you instantly raise your vibrations. It's a really, really powerful emotion. And again, here on my YouTube channel, I've talked about gratitude a few times, and it's what I call my superpower emotion. So anytime you can focus on gratitude, you are raising your vibrations, so that's really powerful. Fill your life also, your day-to-day life, with things that you like, things that you enjoy, that make you feel happy. So I'm not talking about the wow things like the round the world trip or anything like that. Those things are amazing. The planning of those things are amazing if that's what you want. But I'm talking about adding lots and lots of things into your day-to-day life. So, for example, I'm a real animal lover, and so I've got a little dog. He's really cute. He's just sat at the side of me in his chair, fast asleep, like he's had such a hectic day already at 10 o'clock in the morning. But I love spending time with him. I love taking him for walks. I love, you know, he sits on my knee and I stroke him, and that makes me feel happy. I love the fact that I'm here, you know, through my working day. He's sat next to me and he's just here, and it makes me feel happy. I love having fresh flowers in my house, and I always try to make sure that I've got some flowers. You know, I'm really lucky that people just seem to buy me flowers just at the right time, so that's really nice. But if I haven't got flowers, I will go and buy myself flowers, because it just makes me happy. I like the colour. I think they're pretty, and they make me feel happy to see them. And my niece got married last year, and we all got some vases, and some of them actually are wine bottles, but they're very, really nice shapes. So as I look around, I've got 3 vases at the moment. 2 are actually wine bottles, obviously with the labels and everything taken out, and they look really, really elegant and pretty. And they've just got like 2 stems of flowers in each of them. And then I've got a little one, again, that it just takes like 1 stem. And I've got various ones around the house, but those are the ones that I can actually see. I've got nice, you know, like home decorations that I like. You know, I painted my cabinet. This is an old brown cabinet. In earlier videos you can see that it's brown. It's quite dark and dingy. Somebody gave it to me, and I really like it, but it was too dark for this room. So I painted it. I did chalk paint on it, and I've got some just nice little bits and bobs in there that I really like. But some of my favourite books are in there, because it makes me feel happy. I like to. My son is really into like superhero type things, like Batman and the Flash and things like that. So, and I quite like watching them with him. I find that quite nice, because I like spending that time with him, and I enjoy the programme. So that's something that we try to add into our day-to-day life. I like having a nice pen to write with. I like having nice notebooks. All of those things, they're just little tiny things on their own. But when you add all of those things into your day-to-day life, then you're adding things that you enjoy, things that make you feel happy. But the important thing is to notice them, okay? To notice when you've got something or you're doing something that makes you feel happy. And it's what I call anchoring your emotions. Again, I've got a video that I talk briefly about anchoring your emotions, and I'll link to that in the descriptions below. But basically, whenever you're doing something, or whenever you experience something or have something that is exactly what you want, or it makes you feel the way that you want to feel, anchor that emotion, anchor that feeling, okay? So like when you I love spending time with my family, so when I spend time with my family, I make sure that I consciously anchor that feeling and just go, you know what, this is what I really like. Because you're telling the universe, yeah, you're getting it right. You know, I like this. This is what I want more of. Okay, so that will help you to raise your vibrations on, you know, a daily basis by noticing the things that you enjoy in your life. Okay, so that's raising your vibrations. So just keep working on feeling really positive. The last thing that I want to talk to you, actually, there's just one thing before I move on to allowing. There's just one thing that I just want to say, because I know that this will come up if I don't say it. It's normal to have negative emotions as well, okay? Because a lot of people contact me and say, oh, you know, I feel really bad because I am trying to be really positive, but I keep having these negative emotions. It's not going to work, okay? That's not going to work, that sort of thinking. If you have a negative emotion, spot it, acknowledge it, and release it. Properly release it as quickly as you can. So ways that you can do that are, again, EFT, emotional freedom technique. Just tap out the emotion that you don't want, tap in the feeling that you do want, okay? Again, I've got more videos coming up on that. Again, focus on what you do want. Let's say that you're worrying about something, your head's filled with like a negative scenario that could happen. Okay, and I have to tell you, you know, I am such a worrier, or I have been in the past, and I know how destructive that is. So when I catch myself worrying, I spot it, and then I think, right, okay, this is what I'm worrying about. What do I actually want? You know, what is the outcome that I want? What's the solution that I want to bring about? Okay, so swap those things. There's usually a way for you to go from a negative emotion and swap it for a better feeling emotion, or a better feeling thought, something like that. Okay, so again, I am going to talk more in depth about things like this in coming videos. So let's move on to allowing. Allowing is the stage that I find most people don't bother with. You know, they say, oh, we're focused on positive thinking, I got clear about what I wanted, I focused on positive thinking, and, you know, and nothing happened. Law of attraction doesn't work. They're often missing out the allowing stage, okay? So one of the things that I always remember is something that Louise Hay said. Now, if you're not familiar with Louise Hay, just Google Louise Hay, and she's just amazing. She's like the queen of affirmations and positive thinking. But she just gives such amazing advice, and I've been following her for years now. And certainly at the time where I was sort of like transitioning from a life that I really didn't want to the life that I have now, and just making myself feel more positive, she was someone that I really, really focused on, because she just made sense to me. And so one of the things that she said was, when you ask for what you want, you have to be open to it, okay? But you have to like be physically open to it as well as like mentally open to it. So she said people would sort of like scrunch themselves up and they'd be all, you know, their arms folded and they'd say, oh, I want this or I want that. And she'd be like, well, how are you going to let it in? Look at you, you're all scrunched up, you know, blocking it, physically blocking it. Because the way that our bodies are, we often represent what's going on inside. So we want to open ourselves up. So literally open your arms up, open, you know, stand tall, open your arms and say, do you know what, this is what I want and I am ready for it. I've got my arms wide open, ready to receive it. And just say what you want out to the universe. You might feel a bit silly doing that, but, you know, shut yourself in the bathroom. Do it. Honestly, give it a go and just see how it goes. Another way to do this, definitely things like affirmations will help you to sort of shift your limiting beliefs and shift them more to the things that you want. EFT, again, emotional freedom techniques, is a fantastic way to just shift anything that's blocking you, okay? So any resistance, any negative blocks that are in the way, stopping you from attracting the things that you want, then that will sort of shift the energy so that you can allow the things that you want. That's a really powerful technique. Again, I'm going to link to my EFT videos, the playlist that's here on YouTube. If there's anything that you sort of think, have a look through them, get an idea for what EFT is, practice, don't just watch them. And basically EFT is just sort of like tapping on different places, saying things out loud. Again, might feel a bit weird, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I feel really weird doing this, it feels really strange. Get over it, you know, it's really powerful. And, you know, again, shut yourself in the bathroom where no one can see you and just have a go. And just keep doing it, because it's really, really powerful. And the thing is, you know what, I am an EFT master practitioner, so people can book sessions with me and we can work through EFT together. And that works really well. You know, some people need that sort of like one-to-one support, especially if it's something that's been traumatic for them. And I definitely encourage you to find someone who is a qualified EFT practitioner to work with if you've got something that's big, traumatic that you've experienced and you want to shift those emotions. But for the vast majority of things, this is something that you can do on your own. Learn the technique. The things that you say, you can't really get it wrong, to be honest. And just do it for yourself. You know, you can use this technique for yourself in your day-to-day life. You know, I've known people to like shut themselves in public cubicles, you know, public toilets, you know, when they've been really worked up about something, and they've done a few rounds of EFT, and, you know, they've been able to go and deal with it. You know, you can say it out loud, or you can say it sort of in your head if it's not in a place where you can obviously say things personal out loud. So that is definitely a powerful way to allow things. Okay, so also just in your mind, one of the things that you can do for allowing is to just imagine yourself actually receiving things that you want. So again, people say to me all the time, oh, I'm not very good at imagining things or visualising things. Just give it a go, okay? If you don't give it a go and keep practicing, it's going to be hard, just like anything else. So give it a go. And maybe this will fit with you, maybe it won't. But definitely give these things a go. So just imagine. So let me think. Imagine that you want a specific car, a new car. Imagine it being given to you, okay? So like shrink it down almost and imagine like a parcel being given to you and you taking it and receiving it. Because when people give you a present, you receive it, okay? And so by doing this sort of visualization, you're receiving it, you're allowing it, okay? And you're letting the subconscious your subconscious mind know it's okay to receive these lovely things, these lovely gifts from the universe. It's okay to receive the things that I want. I don't need to have any blocks, you know, you don't need to put any blocks up for me. It's okay, it's safe, it's a good thing, it's a positive thing, and I can allow this. Okay, so that's a really good practice. Give it a go, have it, you know, just try it out, see how you get on. Okay, so those are my 3 things that I wanted to cover today. I hope that I've given you some really good ideas and information there. If there's anything you want to ask, just go ahead and ask in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer your questions. If you found these tips helpful, then please do subscribe to my channel, because they've got so much more coming, and anytime I get questions, then I try and sort of make a video that answers those questions a bit more in depth. So I'll always answer your questions in the comments, and then we'll work from there. And also please like the video, because that helps YouTube know that it's a good video, and they will sort of put it in front of more people. And we want more people understanding the law of attraction, because the more people that understand it, the better this world is going to become. Okay, so subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment, any questions, any videos that you want me to make, then let me know, and I will see you again really, really soon with more videos. Bye.